Hello and welcome back to our channel. Social hierarchies affect people severely. People always seem to be interested in their own and their group members' positions. However, the highest position is dominance, and one which all the men should strive for. In this video, we will be discussing 6 ways to show dominance without saying anything. Yes, not a single word. Watch it till the end, for these things are a big must-know. Let's get on with it, shall we? 1. Lead. Leadership is, of course, one of the most obvious indicators of social power. Powerful individuals take charge. A few examples of leading in the real world can be: move first. Less dominant individuals will scan the group to determine who will go first and take the lead if there is a group walking. Instead, dominant people walk in front of others without looking around. They speak first if a decision needs to be made. Likewise, they greet the important man first if there is one. In unfamiliar situations, most people act cautiously and search their surroundings for signs. Instead, dominant and confident people take the initiative even in uncharted territory. Dating. Men can assert their authority in a variety of ways when dating, without a word. One of them, important for advancing the seduction, is to assume control and steer the conversation toward intimacy. The best approach is to combine confidence with protective and caring behavior. That's the greatest approach, especially if you wish to enter a relationship. A leader-like attitude can be seen in any behavior that shows concern for and protection of those around you. And that's how strong and effective leaders act. Here are a few methods for achieving it. If a fight starts, get her out of there. Put your hand on her lower back to help her, and always help her stand up. That's chivalry as well, isn't it? Make others follow. Social power is being followed by other people. You are always behaving as the leader and the most powerful person when others follow your example. Politicians frequently engage in this game after receiving training and instruction from communication experts. They introduce themselves, pat others on the backs, open up their bodies, and then point to something in the surroundings. They want others to follow them by doing as they say. Moving on. 2. Exert social pressure. This is awesome. Social tension can be easily created by dominant guys. To make them more compliant people who comply, crack, talk, or act, they cause social tension. But occasionally, they stir up that tension without any explanation, just for the sheer enjoyment of using their influence to make weaker squeak, and to demonstrate their authority. Social aggression and silences or inquisitive looks can be used to exert dominance over your girl or anyone else without having to say a word. 3. Speak less, use more nonverbal. According to the law of least effort, those who put out less effort and get more are the most powerful. And the same holds true for communication. People with a lot of social power communicate more non-verbally and with fewer words. So, increase your facial expressions and hand gestures. Nothing is more dominating than controlling others' actions without using words. Hand gestures can be used to either force someone else to speak or to establish your authority to continue speaking without being interrupted. A higher power exists when questions are posed and answers are received. Even more powerful is the ability to make people speak and move without using a single word. Now, facial expressions might be passive-aggressive instead of dominant depending on the situation. So, what makes a person dominant or passive-aggressive? Dominant, when speaking honestly and openly, would be inappropriate, confrontations improper, or socially awkward. That is an indication of dominance. As a side note, keep in mind that being dominant without being effective is not being high power, but rather stupid. Essentially, consider someone to be dominant when that powerful person always takes action in a circumstance when most others would have chosen to do nothing. 4. Touch others. Numerous studies have shown that people are viewed as more dominant when they touch others more frequently. Naturally, different touching techniques transmit multiple levels of power. For instance, laughing and drinking while slapping someone on the back, or giving them a small punch to the shoulder tends to be quite childish and not particularly dominant. Instead, touching someone's face is extremely dominating. Examples of dominant touches are parenting-style touch. When one person in a relationship assumes the position of parent, it frequently forces the other person into the baby role. Of course, the job with the biggest societal influence is that of the parent. Touches that denote parental behavior include head patting, cheek pinching, and face touching, etc. This establishes the man as the dominant parent figure, while yet displaying compassion, making it a very good thing for him to do to a girl. Power hug. You know what a power hug is? You do it all the time with people. But if you're older than 20 and sober, you should generally stay away from this. It's obnoxious and childish. It's also simple to take away your arm and blame you for being antisocial. Additionally, it's highly likely to either increase or destroy any goodwill there was if you do it to a non-submissive person. 5. Aggress, assert, and punish. Most people think of the continuum of aggression as starting with submission and ending with hostility. Of course, dominant males are rarely on the submissive side. The most socially competent people tend to be assertive, but they also have a good understanding of aggression, and when necessary, the ability to engage in it. Face slapping. Face slapping can be friendly or more aggressive, as if to warn the person who gets it to be careful. It should be given in the first case with a smile and kindness, but with a pretty serious expression in the latter. In either scenario, it strongly communicates dominance. A slap in the face is one of the most domineering and emasculating acts a man can face as an adult male. Touch or use people's property. Men in positions of dominance permit themselves to touch or use the property of others. Even when done in fun, it subtly conveys the message that you are beneath me, so I can touch and use your things. It can also subtly convey the message, you belong to me, and so does your stuff, at its most extreme. Isn't being dominant the most fun? Claiming territory. The majority of people are naturally aware of personal territory. However, weak people fail to set boundaries and don't respond when their personal space is invaded. Instead, only the most powerful people move quickly and very directly. Therefore, defending one's area and territory is a symbol of dominance, self-assurance, and social authority. 6. Command attention. The person who is more socially dominating commands attention. Strong social influencers aren't always colorful and flashy, but because of their position, rank, or authority, others are drawn to them. Additionally, when the most socially dominating man speaks, people tend to pay greater attention. Or when he walks into the room, the buck stops at dominant men. The attention naturally gravitates toward the most powerful people, especially when times are difficult. People want wisdom and answers. They need someone to give them a sense of security. They then look to the true leader. In these situations, dominance is more about experience, leadership, competency, and intellectual strength rather than physical strength. The leader's burden is that you will be highly wanted, and they'll be counting on you to show up. And then you must lend a hand. And with that, our list of ways of showing dominance without saying a word that you must not ignore come to an end. I hope you found today's video informative and interesting. Do not forget to click the button to like and subscribe to our channel down below. Smacking the bell icon will make sure you never miss any of our uploads. Share this video to all your male friends and family members. Lastly, leave your opinions and all feedback in the comments section below. Let me know if you liked today's video, and I shall see you all again in the next video.